Did you know there might be infinite versions of you living out entirely different lives in infinite parallel universes? Crazy, right? Welcome to a journey across reality, beyond the stars, and outside everything we think we know. We're diving headfirst into the most mind-bending idea in all of science, the multiverse. What is the multiverse? At its core, the multiverse is the idea that our universe, the one with galaxies, planets, and life as we know it, might be just one of countless others. Each universe may have different laws of physics, different timelines, and perhaps a different version of you. Some call it science fiction. Others call it theoretical physics. But for many, it's a deeply compelling explanation of how everything came to be. Our universe seems perfectly tuned for life. The strength of gravity, the charge of an electron, even the speed of light, are all set just right. If these constants were even slightly different, stars wouldn't form, planets wouldn't exist, and life would be impossible. Scientists call this the fine-tuning problem. One theory? There are many universes, and we just happen to live in the one that can support life. Kind of like cosmic natural selection. Theories of the multiverse. The quantum multiverse. In quantum mechanics, particles don't have one definite state. Instead, they exist in a cloud of possibilities, until you observe them. Then, suddenly, the particle snaps into a single state. But what happens to the other possibilities? The many worlds interpretation says they still happen, but in other universes. Imagine flipping a coin. In our universe, it lands heads. But in another? Tails. Every decision, every possibility, splits reality into new branches. Infinite choices, infinite outcomes, infinite worlds. The cosmic multiverse. Most scientists believe our universe began with a rapid expansion called cosmic inflation. But what if inflation wasn't a one-time event? Some physicists believe inflation happens constantly in different regions of space. Each time it occurs, a new universe is born, a bubble universe. That's the cosmic multiverse. Each bubble might have different physics, different dimensions, even different forms of matter. And our universe? Just one bubble in an endless, frothy cosmic sea. The string theory multiverse. String theory suggests that everything in the universe, from electrons to entire galaxies, is made of tiny vibrating strings of energy. To make the math work, string theory requires extra dimensions, not just the 3 of space and 1 of time that we know, but maybe 10 or even 11 dimensions. In this view, other universes could exist in those extra dimensions. They might be right next to us, but invisible and untouchable. Think of it like sheets of paper stacked on top of each other. Each sheet a universe, separate, but part of a bigger multiversal book. The scientific challenge. Here's the kicker. As wild and fascinating as these ideas are, there's a huge problem: we can't test them. At least, not yet. These other universes, if they exist, might be completely unreachable. No telescope can see them. No probe can measure them. So is it even science? Some scientists say yes, because the theories that predict the multiverse also explain things we can observe. Others argue if you can't test it, it's not science, it's philosophy. It's a big debate, and it's not settled. The multiverse in culture. Of course, you've probably heard of the multiverse in another place, pop culture. From Marvel's Multiverse of Madness to DC's Infinite Earths to Fortnite's dimension-hopping storylines, the idea is everywhere. Why? Because it touches something deeply human. Regret, wonder, curiosity. What if you made a different choice? What if you never met someone you love? What if another version of you is living your dream? The multiverse lets us imagine all those what-ifs. The philosophical implications. The multiverse isn't just physics or sci-fi. It's philosophy. If there are infinite versions of you, what does that say about free will? Are you really making choices, or are all choices being made somewhere? And what does it mean for identity? If one version of you is rich, another poor, one kind, one cruel. Who are you, really? It's enough to make your head spin. But it also invites humility. Because maybe this life you're living, this universe, is just one precious thread in a vast cosmic tapestry. The cosmic mystery continues. Do we live in a multiverse? Honestly, we don't know, not yet. But the idea is powerful, because it forces us to look beyond ourselves. To think bigger, to ask harder questions. Science isn't about having all the answers. It's about chasing the mystery. And few mysteries are more mysterious than the infinite multiverse. From quantum particles to bubble universes to dimensions we can't even imagine, the multiverse is a frontier of science and imagination. It challenges what we know, what we believe, and who we think we are. And that is the beauty of it. Remember, somewhere out there, another version of you is reading this. Or maybe something completely different.